Yeah, we're going to jump right into the song versus song battle with Alkaline Trio. I've compiled, and there's a link in the description of the playlist. At least it will be there at some point. I've got all the Alkaline Trio songs in one playlist. We're going to hit shuffle and we're going to have some fun and see which song wins and which song loses. You can give me your recommendations, like make them tough or easy or funny, whatever you think. We're going to start off with the beginning. The squirrels are going crazy, but the sacrifice is going up against calling all skeletons, and the sacrifice sacrifices itself because calling all skeletons is a great song. I've come to like Agony and Irony a little bit more. I didn't like it when it first came out, but it's pretty darn good. Blue in the Face versus This Addiction Acoustic. I've still got to give it to Blue in the Face, though. Blue in the Face wins. Rooftops. We are doing rarities. We're not doing live tracks, but we are doing rarities and deep cuts. So we're doing all the songs, right? Every song ever. Rooftops versus Clavicle. I'm going to go Clavicle on that one. Clavicle from Damnesia. Meet Me off Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs versus Blackbird. Oh, man. Meet Me versus Blackbird. What do you think? I'm going to go... Man, I'm going to go Blackbird. That one was tough. Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs versus Sundials. I'm going to go Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. New stuff is better than old stuff. Metro. Oh, man, the cover. Riding on the Metro. System of a Down did it well. The original is well. And Alkaline Trio rock too. So the Metro versus In Vain. I've got to give it to the cover. For Your Lungs Only. This is for my lungs only. I'm the only one here. For Your Lungs Only versus Only Love. I'm going to give it to Only Love. I know that's probably a hot take, but we don't care. We don't care. We got Minecraft glasses on our face. We're sold out in a big way. We got Snake Oil Tanker versus A Little Help, and I'm going to go with Little Help. Jaked on Green Beers, one of the earliest songs that I'd heard by the band, versus Southern Rock. I'm going to go with Jaked beating Southern Rock. You or Aurora loses to Versions of You. Versions of You. We did have a couple people. Oh, we don't want to echo. We don't want to be hearing ourselves in here. Okay. Bad Time. Possibly one of my favorite songs ever. Bad Time versus Trucks and Trains. I'm going to go Bad Time beating the Trucks and the Trains. Keep 'Em Coming versus Burned as the House. I'm going to go with Burned as the House. Clavicle versus I Held Her in My Arms. I'm going to give it to I Held Her in My Arms. That's one of my favorites too. Message from Kathleen could be a reference to Kathleen Hanna, or probably some serial killing relation there as well. Message from Kathleen loses to We've Had Enough, the Damnesia version. Madam Me. Madam Me versus Dine, Dine, My Darling. I'm going to go with My Darling. Nose Over Tail versus Blue Midnight. I'm going to go with Blue Midnight. I really like My Shame Is True. That's a really great record. I really love the sound of that one. Dead End Road versus Live Young, Die Fast acoustic. I'm going to go with Live Young, Die Fast. That is fun to do. I'm only here to Oh, this is a tough one. I'm only here to disappoint versus Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. Oh, that's tough. I need help with that one. I need help. I'm going to say disappoint beats Hair and Eyeballs, but that one could go back or forth. Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs again versus Into the Night. Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs is coming out victorious that time. The American Scream, versus Fall Victim. Oh, God. Guess Fall Victim. But the American Scream was in a Scream soundtrack. So, Break versus Bloodied Up. I'm going to go with Break. Mercy Me versus Versions of You. Hey, Me versus You. And Me wins. Sorry. Subscribe anyway. Goodbye Forever versus Crystalline. I'm going to go with Crystalline. I Can't Believe versus Off the Map. I'm going to go with Can't Believe. Trouble Breathing versus Another Innocent Girl. I'm going to go with Another Innocent Girl. Heart Attacks versus Sorry About That. I'm going to go tonight. I'm going to say I'm sorry about that. We Can Never Break Up versus Dead on the Floor acoustic. We Can Never Break Up wins. Weak Weak versus Those Lungs acoustic. I'm going to go with Those Lungs acoustic. Scars versus Broken Down in a Time Machine. Both from Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. Let me know what you think. I'm going to say Scars. But that one really kind of did me in. Rooftops versus Shake With Me. I'm going to go with Shake With Me. Pocket Knife versus 5310-4. Go Pocket Knife. Young Lovers loses to Mercy Me, that Damnesia version. Smokestack beats Enjoy Your Day. Just, it was close, but not really close. Crawl loses to Is This Thing Cursed? Hey, we got Hubert. We got Hubert in the house. We got Hubert in the house. What is going on? We got, is this thing cursed? Is this a cursed stream? It could be. Mr. Chainsaw. Mr. Chainsaw versus Broken Wing. I'm going to go Broken Wing. Broken Wing. Balanced on a Shelf versus, poor old Balanced on a Shelf. It's going up against The Stupid Kid. And very few songs can beat Stupid Kid. The Stupid Kid wins. Every Thug Needs a Lady beats Lost and Rendered. Fire Down Below loses to All on Black. Hey, Viagra Boys. Yeah, they're weird and fun. Oh, man. Viagra Boys and Alkaline Trio need to team up. That would be a cool super group. Ooh. their humor kind of matches each other's pretty great. They're weird. They're wild. I'm trying to get some people in real life into Viagra Boys. I know my dad stumbled across them. I think he liked. My dad stumbled. I came across sports. My dad stumbled across Ain't Nice. So Ain't Nice got my dad into the Viagra Boys. Bleeder versus God Deciding on the Hot Water Music. Ooh, okay. That's a split EP, but Alkaline Trio wins. We've Had Enough versus Deathbed live. So I'll go with We've Had Enough. I say we've had enough. Please turn that radio off. Nothing on the airwaves but the despair we feel. Put Walk Among Us on. I had Among Us. Mommy, can I go out and kill tonight? I mean, on a live on YouTube. Fine Without You versus Pale Blue Ribbon. I'm going to go Pale Blue Ribbon. Dorothy beats 97. Oh, Volbeat. I'm working on Volbeat's discography. They're like in my last few bands. I got Motorhead, Volbeat. Like Motorhead and Volbeat are going to be the last two bands to, well, they'll be like added to the list, and maybe some other bands will be kicked off. Because I've got some bands in my list of bands that I hate every song. So those bands could probably get kicked off. So Volbeat and Motorhead are definitely getting added to the list. But man, there's a lot of Motorhead songs. And man, there's a lot of Volbeat songs. There's a lot. Yeah, but yeah, that's funny. I was listening to Motorhead, Volbeat today, and I should have my 400 artist ready, like all ranked pretty soon. We've got 97 versus Calling All Skeletons. Motorhead, I think they've got 23, and they've got one that's coming out that's a hey, it's on the screen, I think. Yeah, you guys should see that Motorhead. So I think Motorhead has 23, and they're about to release an unreleased album from the early days, like maybe before their first album or something is about to come out. They've got a lot of vault stuff coming out. So Lemmy is awesome. God Was Never on Your Side is a slow Motorhead song. That was a pretty cool find this year. 97 loses to Calling All Skeletons. 97 versus I'm Dying Tomorrow. I'm going to give that to I'm Dying Tomorrow. Maybe I'll Catch Fire acoustic loses to At Sickness. Ruin It versus While You're Waiting. I'll go Ruin It. But yeah, Volbeat, I don't know. I feel like I've done most of Volbeat before. Because I saw them with Slipknot and Behemoth. And like Volbeat, I feel like they acknowledged that maybe they weren't heavy enough. They're like, maybe we're not the heaviest band here, but we're gonna rock hard anyway. And they did really good show. It was like Gojira, Behemoth, Volbeat, Slipknot, I think. Favorite Alkaline Trio song. Oh, Bad Time is really great. Stupid Kid is really great. There's probably some better ones. Probably something off of Good Morning or Crimson. We'll see when we get there. Armageddon versus One Last Dance. Armageddon. Old English 800 loses to This Addiction. That one's pretty good. Not my favorite, but Settle for Satin's pretty way up there. Wait. Settle for Satin versus Cop. Settle for Satin wins. Sadie G. God bless Catastrophe. Because there's no way in hell we'll ever. Wait, no, not. No, wait, that's two different songs. Oh, Mercy, not Mercy Me. I was singing Mercy Me, but Sadie G. She's crazy, C. That's what the white coats say. And now yeah, Sadie G. Sadie G. I got Sadie G and Mercy Me crossed. Yeah, Volbeat are pretty weird. They got a pretty cool sound. As You Were versus Deathbed. I'm going to go Deathbed. That's a really good one. This Could Be Love. That's one of their top songs too. This Could Be Love. And there's like a Green Day connection. I think that's This Could Be Love. So the Berkeley Marina said, remember Billy Joe said that he'd meet you at the Berkeley Marina. 3 a.m. where no one will be found. All I got in mind is a Boone's Farm bag of wine. Smash the bottle in the parking lot. But instead of sex, we'll go to jail. Another lesson learned and failed. This could be love for hire. Eating Me Alive, or She Lied to the FBI? I think she lied to the FBI. Nose Over Tail beats Southern Rock. I Lied My Face Off beats My Friend Peter. Radio by Hot Water Music loses to I Lied My Face Off. Private Eye versus Dead on the Floor. Private Eye. Lost and Rendered Acoustic loses to Piss and Vinegar. Old School Reasons beats Hot Water Music. You Got So Far to Go loses to Live Young, Die Fast. I Found a Way. I Found a Way. I Found a Way beats The American Scream. I like both of those. I do like both of those. The Temptation of St. Anthony beats Don't Say You Won't. Blue in the Face beats Hot Water Music. And Blue in the Face beats This Is Getting Over You. Prevent This Tragedy beats Steamer Trunk. Then Time to Waste beats Sundial. Hell Yes versus Until Death Do Us Part. I'll say Until Death Do Us Part. Sadie. Sadie might be the best song ever. You're on your own, you're my little nightmare. Sadie G. She's crazy, C. That's what the white coats say. Mine Like Minefields versus This Could Be Love. This Could Be Love. Take With Lots of Alcohol versus Donner Party. I'm going to give it to the Donner Party. Man, I was trying this morning. It's like 12 hours ago. I was uploading my Story of Trey Cool video. It's still uploading. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I know it's like a 2-hour video, but man, 12 hours to upload it. Donner Party all night. Yeah. Stay versus Every Thug Needs a Lady. Every Thug Needs a Lady. Throw Me to the Lions or Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss. Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss on that one. My Standard Break from Life versus She Took Him to the Lake. I'm going to go with the lake. It's about time to go jump in a lake here soon. Yes. Love, love, kiss, kiss. Maybe I'll catch fire for voting that way. My Little Needle beats Southern Rock. Trouble Breathing loses to the American Scream. Oh no, Fatally Yours versus 100 Stories. What? I'm struggling with this. Fatally Yours or 100 Stories Down. I'm going to say Gut Instinct, which is insane. 100 Stories. Is that crazy? 100 Stories beats Fatally Yours. Continental beats As You Were. We Can Never Break Up beats Bleeder. Oh, Teenage Heart. That's a good one. What do you think about Teenage Heart in America? Let's see. Lava pools. Lakes or swimming pools or oceans or seas. I don't think I've ever swam in a sea. Well, ocean. I guess oceans can be seas. So seas are out because I've been in oceans, swimming pools, and lakes. I like lake. I like lake and then swimming pool. And then I don't know about seas. Oceans are okay, but they're salty. I love water. I love any water. It's just now getting the water here is pretty warm. So I think I'm going to be able to start making my like almost daily trips to the lake and love it. I got a little swimming spot about 40 minutes from home. I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't care if the water's cold or hot. I'm going to jump in. Teenage Heart is good. It's awesome. Teenage Heart is up there. I think Sadie, and This Could Be Love are way, 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 way up there. In Teenage Hearts is good. Cringe versus Back to Hell. Back to Hell. Smoke beats Kiss You to Death. San Francisco loses to Radio. Rivers are good. Rivers are good. I like Rivers. I do occasionally get into rivers. There's a river pretty close to my house. I can cross a river and get on the trail if the water is pretty nice. Yeah, rivers are great. Waterfalls. I'm hiking to a bunch of waterfalls. Rivers Cuomo. When it goes away, Rivers Cuomo digs a hole. Rivers Phoenix, Rivers Cuomo. I've never heard of a bad Rivers, a guy named Rivers. What could I call Rivers Cuomo? It'd be Kivers Romo. Crivers Romo. Using a waterfall as a shower. What if Rivers Cuomo used a waterfall as a shower in the sea? I mean, I've drank out of waterfalls. Yeah, using a waterfall as a shower is cool. If You Had a Bad Time versus Demon and Division. Ooh, I'm going to go Demon and Division. Dead and Broken versus I Remember a Rooftop. Dead and Broken. Clavicle loses to I Was a Prayer. Over and Out beats The Torture Doctor. Fine beats In My Stomach. She Lied to the FBI beats You Got So Far to Go. Help me, or Mercy Me. Mercy Me wins that one. Is that another what? I like Help Me, but Mercy Me is really, really, really great. This is Getting Over You versus Radio. Radio. My Little Needle versus Worn So Thin. I'm going to go Worn So Thin. Bad Time versus I Want to Be a Warhol. They got some good, sad love songs. Warhol wins. Okay, so I wasn't crazy on the Mercy Me. Okay, yeah, Mercy Me is great. Yeah, it's up there. It's probably top 5. It is probably top 5. Nose Over Tail loses to Time to Waste. Time to Waste is great. Message from Kathleen versus Buried. I'm going to go Buried. Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss Acoustic versus Hating Every Minute. I'm going to go Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss. Queen of Pain. Beats for Your Lungs Only. Lead Poisoning. Lead Poisoning versus Interlude. Lead Poisoning. That's all I'm saying. Sunburns versus Private Eye. Private Eye. Yeah, Armageddon or Fatally Yours? Oh, Fatally Yours. Everything off Crimson and Good Morning. Just the greatest stuff ever. I could pit like the best Alkaline Trio songs versus Green Day. They would have a chance. They would have a fighting chance. That would be interesting. Radio Violence versus Hot for Preacher. Hot for Preacher. And that'll be part of the Trey Cool video coming up. Trey Cool is hot for Matt Skiba. Trey Cool is dressed up like Matt Skiba, Benji Madden of Good Charlotte. Every track is an interlude. I bet there is one. There was who was it? There was somebody that had a ridiculous amount of interludes where I was like, wait a minute. Was there like 3 interludes in a row? I don't know who that was. Joyner Lucas or somebody. Somebody had 3 interludes, like an intro and 3 interludes. And I'm like, oh, God. 1,000 Suns is a weird one. There's a lot of stuff on 1,000 Suns. I like the stuff. I like the weird stuff on 1,000 Suns, though, like the Martin Luther King stuff. And I've been reading about the other voices on there, like the protest speaker guy. I don't know his name. I'm not hardcore enough, but 1,000 Suns. What was it? They had Martin Luther King. They had a few people on there. 1,000 Suns. That album is built of interludes, but some of the interludes are better than the worst songs. Where are they? Martin Luther King, J. Robert Oppenheimer, Mario Savio, all had speaking parts. Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence. You got to put your gears on the lever. You got to put your body on the lever. Yeah. J. Robert Oppenheimer, 1,000 Suns. That's pretty awesome. You got to put the gears on the level. You can't even take part. You can't even passively take part. Linkin Park do some I really like it. I really like all the bonus tracks. Unshatter really grew on me. Up from the Bottom really grew on me. And Let You Fade is growing on me currently. So I think right now Unshatter is my favorite. I'm really hooked on Unshatter. And Let You Fade is new, so I'm liking it. But man, they were great in concert. They were really, really great in concert. I'm glad I went, even though it was a lot of money for me. It was a fun night. They really they had never been to my city before. They had never been to my state, or they hadn't been to South Carolina in 25 years. So they had been to the beach. They had been to the beach near here, 5 hours away. I Pessimist beats I'm Dying Tomorrow. Into the Night beats Nose Over Tail. Help Me versus Sadie. I'm going to say Sadie. Sadie G. She's crazy, see? That's what the white coats say. It's about like the Manson stuff. Saw an interview with like Charles Manson's son that never had anything to do with any of it. He was just had absolutely no ties to it whatsoever. And he's like, you know what? They made my dad out to be worse than he was. He's like, I don't think he was that bad. This is kind of a weird perspective. San Francisco versus Sweet Vampires. Go Sweet Vampires. Cooking Wine beats Nose Over Tail. Why does I Found a Way says it was written by Douglas P. in Alkaline Trio. Who is Douglas P? You guys been seeing those weird credits on Spotify where it's like, oh, the song was written by System of a Down and the Beach Boys, and then it goes away. I don't know. I Found a Way versus Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss. I Found a Way. The American Screaming acoustic is better than the OG one. Yeah, I could hear that for sure. The American Scream. Ooh, here's one of my favorites. Emma. A poinsettia and poison rain. Traded true love for insult and injury. We washed it down the drain. Emma, I don't think anything that's going to come next can beat Emma, but we'll see. Emma versus Cringe. Yep. Emma just unalived cringed. You're Dead beats Southern Rock. My Standard Break from Life Live versus Do You Want to Know? Do You Want to Know? Queen of Pain loses to Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. I'm going to go listen to some Alkaline Trio later. I did them because I was looking through. I was like, what's a punk band that I haven't done a song versus song on yet? We got more. We got The Sacrifice or Broken Down in a Time Machine. That is tricky. I'm going to say Broken Down in a Time Machine. Yep. Both really good, but I listen to Broken Down way more. We got Fine Acoustic beating Tuck Me In. We got Sleepyhead beating While You're Waiting. Wait for the Blackout loses to Enjoy Your Day. Over and Out Acoustic loses to Dine My Darling Acoustic. Eating Me Alive. Oh, Eating Me Alive should have won versus the Donner Party. That would be epic. But Eating Me Alive versus Blue Carolina. And Blue Carolina wins. Carolina. Oh. Mike Shinoda, so he's like, we've never been here. He was asking the other guys, he's like, guys, have we ever played Greenville, South Carolina? Never. We've never played. They played Myrtle Beach, but they did some really cool stuff. Emily was really having fun. She got down in the crowd. Mike got in the crowd. It was cool. Jeff Peanut Butter. I'm still not in a peanut butter mood. It's turkey sandwich season here at the Every Song Ever house. The GIF. I wonder if the guys in Alkaline Trio eat peanut butter sandwiches. I wonder if they'd be okay getting a weird email from me. Like, hey, I don't need anything. I just need to know, how does Alkaline Trio feel about peanut butter? What is their take on peanut butter? Snake oil tanker loses to the poison. Oh, the poison. That's a really great one. No, I hear Alkaline Trio, their next video, it's going to be like Green Day's American Idiot, but with GIF coming out of the speakers. Oh no. My secret identity has been revealed. The poison in my lungs, and I don't feel so good. Goodbye Fire Island loses to Sorry About That. Oh, here's another classic, War Brain. What do you think about War Brain? War Brain! War Brain! Nothing can beat War Brain, especially not a cop. If a cop beat a War Brain, he can't be doing that. Kick Rocks loses to Burn Hard. Any song with radio in the title is good, right? Radio, 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 radio. Revolution, radios, radio violence. English, math, and science. Radio. I'm going to go radio. Your Neck versus Throw Me to the Lions. Your Neck. Cooking Wine loses to Bad Time. Kind of rhymes, but wine and time don't rhyme. Wine and time kind of rhyme, but they don't rhyme this time. If We Never Go Inside beats Goodbye Forever. Draculina versus The Sacrifice. The Sacrifice will win that round. Calling All Skeletons is good, but it's going up against Blue in the Face. And Blue in the Face has some really cool cracking vocals. It's definitely the better song. This Addiction Acoustic beats Rooftops. Clavicles loses to Meet Me. Blackbird versus Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. We got the blood versus the blood. Blackbird loses to Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. Here's some socks. Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs wins. Sundials versus the Metro. The Metro beats Metro's up there. In Vain versus For Your Lungs Only. In Vain. We got veins, lungs. We got to do more Alkaline Trio song versus songs. Only Love beats Snake Oil Tanker. Little Help loses to Jake on Green Beers because that was in some random compilation that I got a long time ago. And it's part of my DNA. Southern Rock versus Fuck You, Aurora. I guess You, Aurora. I guess that's the winner. Versions of You loses to Bad Time. Trucks and Trains versus Keep 'Em Coming. I'm going to go with Keep 'Em Coming. Burned as the House beats Clavicle. I Held Her in My Arms beats A Message from Kathleen. We've Had Enough beats Madame Me. Dine Dine My Darling beats Nose Over Tail. Midnight Blue beats Dead End Road. Live Young, Die Fast loses to I'm Only Here to Disappoint. I am only here to disappoint. We got 3 people in the house. They all die in threes. Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. Oh, they left. I ran them off. Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs versus Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. That's how shuffle works. What do we think? The album, I guess it's the album version versus the single version, which is exactly the same. The album version is better than the exact same thing. Into the Night versus The American Scream. Oh, The American Scream is killing me. Fall Victim versus Break. Fall Victim. Bloodied Up loses to Mercy Me. Versions of You versus Goodbye Forever. Versions of You. Crystalline versus I Can't Believe. We got 2 songs from this album. I think I've got to go with I Can't Believe. Is that crazy? Off the Map loses to Trouble Breathing. Another Innocent Girl versus Heart Attacks. Heart Attacks. Sorry About That versus We Can Never Break Up. We Can Never Break Up. Dead on the Floor versus Weak Weak. Weak Weak. Those Lungs versus Scars. Scars. Broken Down in a Time Machine. Here we go. Broken Down in a Time Machine versus Rooftops. Broken Down in a Time Machine. Shake With Me versus Pocket Knife. I go Pocket Knife. 5, 3, 10, 4. Loses to Young Lovers. And Everyone Has Left Me Here. They're all out without me, having fun. Mercy Me versus Smokestack. Mercy Me. Mercy Me. Enjoy Your Day versus Crawl. Have a good day. I'm going to drink 100-year-old Coca-Cola and I'm going to be fine. No! Have a good day. Enjoy your day versus Crawl. That's tough. I'm gonna give it to Crawl. Saviors Deluxe dropping Friday. Yeah, very exciting. Got bonus songs from everybody. Is this thing cursed versus Mr. Chainsaw? Is this thing cursed? Have a good day. I just watched one where he had a wife cam where he drank the 100-year-old Coke and he was like laying in the floor with the blanket and it was like wife cam. And she came up, she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I drank a Coke from the year 1900 and I don't feel good." I had to lay down. Oh, God. $1,500 for a Coca-Cola, though? It had like fuzz in it. It looked, oh. Broken Wing versus Balanced on a Shelf. We got B versus B. I'm going to go broken, balanced, balanced on a shelf. Stupid Kid versus Every Thug Needs a Lady. It would be Every Thug Needs a Lady, but it's the Damnesia version. So Stupid Kid beats the lady and the thug. Have a good day. My son still asks me, he's like, "Why does he keep saying have a good day?" I was like, my catchphrase on YouTube is time, space, and coffee. And my son said, yeah, it's not as good as have a good day. Ooh, shake with me or hot for preacher. Ooh. Shock. Shake war meacher. Hake fifth peacher. P. Hake fifth P. Hot for preacher. Lost and rendered versus fire down below. Fire down below. All on black. That's got to be in your top 5, right? All in black. In any case, all on black beats bleeder. Oh, I just want to go listen to All on Black. The color you're all dressed in and a stab in the back. I left you bleeding on the floor and I'm mourning the death, the recent passing of your insides. Oh, All on Black. All on Black. God Deciding by Hot Water Music is losing to We've Had Enough. Deathbed Live. Ooh, Deathbed Live versus Fine Without You. Deathbed always wins. Pale Blue Ribbon beats Dorothy because she's a dork. 97 versus Calling All Skeletons. That rhymes. Calling All Skeletons. We've Had Enough beats The Pocket Knife. Just say we've had enough. 97 versus I'm Dying Tomorrow. I'm Dying Tomorrow. Maybe I'll catch fire acoustic. Ooh, maybe I'll catch fire acoustic versus At Sickness. I'm going to go At Sickness. Ruin It versus While You're Waiting. While You're Waiting. Armageddon versus Last Dance. Armageddon. Old English 800. Ooh, versus This Addiction. This Addiction, but that was painful. Settle for Satin takes the cop and makes him into a can of Bellevue sparkling water, grapefruit, and then does that. As You Were versus Deathbed. Deathbed. Oh, and Wes Scantlin of Puddle of Mud is making a solo album. It's gonna be bad. So bad. It's gonna be terrible. This Could Be Love. Damnesia version versus Nose Over Tail. I'm sorry, Nose Over Tail. Hell Yes, Sir. This Addiction. This Addiction. Southern Rock versus I Lied My Face Off. He lied his face off. She lied to the FBI. But he's a Warhol hanging on her wall. Oh, my God. What if Alkaline Trio songs were, what's the word? What if the lyrics were, what is the word? What? What if their lyrics were not poetic but real? What the word? It's the tip of my tongue. What if their lyrics were what am I looking for? My Friend Peter versus Radio by Hot Water Music. I mean, I keep giving Puddle of Mud a chance. And it's just so bad. It's so bad. So bad. Oh, man. Poor old Puddle of Mud. I mean, like, you can hire them to play in your backyard for like $1,000. I wouldn't recommend it, though. I don't want them at my house. Oh, solo Wes Scantlin? No, no. The other guys are trying to keep him in line. They're like, solo? Good God. Butamus. Ugh. I lied my face off versus Private Eye. Um, Private Eye. It's the Damnesia Private Eye. Dead on the Floor versus Lost and Rendered Acoustic. Let's give it to the acoustic song. Pea and Vinegar versus Old School Reasons. Pea and Vinegar. You Got So Far to Go versus Live Young, Die Fast. Yeah, he should ask Jilly Bo Legweek where he went to rehab at, and he should go there. Because every day is iHeartRadio 2012 for Wes Scantlin. Oh, so bad. Oh, trash. The Temptation of St. Anthony versus Don't Say You Won't. I'm going to go Temptation. Blue in the Face beats Russian Roulette by Hot Water Music because they keep getting thrown in here because plenty peas. This Is Getting Over You loses to Prevent This Tragedy. That's a really good one too. Prevent This Tragedy. That's the one that goes. Here we go again with Handguns for Hearts. They had a master plan, wanted to tear us apart. Nothing to hold, all hope deleted. Our demise has been. I can't say anymore. Copyright laws. Streamer Trunk loses to Time to Waste. Sundials versus Hell Yes! Hell Yes. Until Death Do Us Part versus Sadie. Sadie is the greatest. Sadie G, she's crazy, see? That's what the white coats say. And now you're losing every opportunity to put us all away. So run along, my little nightmare. Your job is done here. You've scared them all to death. If they revive them, just that blah, blah, blah. Mind Like Minefields versus This Could Be Love. This Could Be Love. Take With Lots of Alcohol versus Donner Party All Night. Oh, I've been waiting on this one. Donner Party wins. How many songs does this band have? We did do all the bonus tracks and stuff too. So Stay loses to Every Thug Needs a Lady. That title is so cringe, but the song is so beautiful. My Standard Break from Life versus She Took Him to the Lake. She took him to the lake, and we talked about lakes. Lakes are the greatest. Oh yeah, that's right. It's like almost Omega 3000 where you live. Yes, it's 1:31 p.m. on in the future. I understand. Very good. Thank you for all the chats. The chats. I think we've done most there. How many songs did this band have? Maybe I'll Catch Fire beats My Little Needle. Oh man. Southern Rock versus Trouble Breathing. Southern Rock. The American Scream loses to Fatally Yours. AM. It is now AM over in Hubertsville. Hubertsville, Earth. Yes. I'm actually, oh yeah, have a good one. I'm actually going to the lake tomorrow. I'm going to go to the lake tomorrow with Every Song Ever Senior. We're going to go out and and attack the lake. 100 Stories versus Continental. 100 Stories. As You Were versus We Can Never Break Up. We Can Never Break Up. Bleeder loses to Teenage Heart. Cringe loses to Back to Hell. Smoke beats Kiss You to Death. San Francisco beats Radio. If You Had a Bad Time loses to Demon and Division. Dead and Broken loses to I Remember a Rooftop. We're going to get through this, man. Guys, people, everyone. Clavicle versus I Was a Prayer. I Was a Prayer. Over and Out beats The Torture Doctor. Fine beats In My Stomach. She Lied to the FBI. That's beats You Got So Far to Go. This Is Getting Over You loses to Radio. My Little Needle versus Worn So Thin. Worn Throw Sin wins. That's really hard to say. Bad Time. Ooh, this is tough. Bad Time versus I Want to Be a Warhol. I'm going to give it to Bad Time. Nose Over Tail loses to Time to Waste. Message from Kathleen loses to Buried. Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss Acoustic beats Hating Every Minute. Queen of Pain versus For Your Lungs Only. Queen of Pain. Lead Poisoning beats Hinterlude. Sunburn beats Private Eye. Radio Violence loses to Hot for Preacher. Somebody help me, man. Somebody help me here. I Pessimist beats I'm Dying Tomorrow. Into the Night beats Nose to Tail. Help Me versus Sadie G. Sadie beats All. I hope I'm not on a never-ending loop here. I think I'm on a never-ending loop here. How long have we been going? We've been doing an hour. I think, yeah, we're Sweet Vampires versus Cooking Wine. That goes together, cooking and sweet. But I'm going to go with Sweet Vampires. I Found a Way beats Love, Love, Kiss, Kiss. And Emma beats everything, but it really beats Cringe. And I think we're going to do a couple more. We're going to round out the hour. We got about 2 minutes. If you guys want to give me some really good song versus songs, I could just sit here and read the entirety of Stephen King's fairy tales out loud if you guys want me to do that. We could read the Blink-182 greatest hits in Braille. Then we'll read Stephen King, You Like It Darker. What the hell is this? Then we're going to read this cover to cover for no reason. We're going to check your blood pressure. My Standard Break from Life loses to Do You Want to Know? Queen of Pain loses to Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. And you guys let me know what other band you would like to see this done with. This one's been fun. You guys have any suggestions before we wrap it up? We got Fine Acoustic beating Tuck Me In. We got Sleepyhead beating While You're Waiting. Wait for the Blackout versus Enjoy Your Day. I'm going to go Waiting for the Blackout. Oh, we got to do a really good one. Let's hit shuffle. We'll hit shuffle one more again. We will do Bad Time. Bad Time versus Dead on the Floor. What do you guys think? I'm going to give it to Bad Time. Do I have a guitar in here? You guys see a guitar back there? Let's see. Alkaline Trio. Emma chords. Emma the blobby do by dee-bo-dee-bo. Nope, it's got a B chord. That's impossible. Emma appeared like an angel. Emma fell like rain. I won't torture you guys with that. I'm gonna do that off camera. Let's see. Why is Crash Tarleton doing all these Patreon exclusive all at once? It's crazy. I'm gonna go to this thong versus. I don't have a long versus. Uh, 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 one. We do have the Trey Cool, the life story of Trey Cool, coming out tomorrow at 4 p.m. You guys should like and subscribe and comment for that because that's going to be, gosh, it's taken so long. It's been uploading all day today. Is it even done yet? I think it is. Drumming Up Madness, the Trey Cool Chronicles. Did you guys hear that? There is no Green Day, only Cool. So Drumming Up Madness, the Trey Cool Chronicles. I'm going to plug that. I'm going to plug this t-shirt. Total sellout. I'm going to actually go fishing tomorrow. You guys want a bonus round? No. Don't put your phone numbers in the chat. Don't put phone numbers in the chat. Don't do that. That's bad. All right. So it is 1:30 p.m. over in the Hubertsville world in the year 2401. Okay, yeah, that is the end.